Happy Dolly Days, Dolly friends. I hope you're all having a lovely day. For me and my family, today is Christmas, and I did get some Dolly gifts, which I thought I would share with you all. So to start off, I had some things from Junie Moon. I have this one's called the 2025 Exquisite Calendar. If you've seen any of my videos that I film in my bedroom, there's usually a Blythe calendar in the background. I love a physical calendar, and the Blythe ones are obviously my favourite. So that was from my spouse for Christmas. My kids also came through with gifts from Junie Moon. I have this lovely little coat by Dear Darling, and this lovely little coat also by Dear Darling. Dear Darling is the Blythe Doll Fashion brand that is stocked by Junie Moon. And there were also dollies. I got Lavendula Babe. I really wanted this one and I held off on buying because I don't like to buy a lot of stuff for myself around Christmas because there's so many presents to buy and other things to pay for. And this is one that I really wanted this year, so I'm really excited to get her and open her up. She has lavender hair, and as you know, I love fantasy coloured hair, and she has the cutest stock. I also got my very first Licca doll, the Kirby one. I've been thinking of getting a Licca for a while, but never yet taken the plunge. But this one in particular really spoke to me because I love video games. I write video games for my day job, and I particularly do love Kirby. So when I saw this one, she went to the top of the wish list, and Santa took the hint, which is lovely. So let's take a closer look. Apologies for having to do a voiceover today rather than talking down the camera. As you can probably hear, my voice sounds a little different at the moment because I'm just getting over a particularly bad case of the flu. I am feeling much better, but I am still, it is still difficult to talk for long periods of time without coughing, and I really didn't want to cough down your ears. So this is the easiest way for me to edit my coughing and spluttering out. So please excuse me. As you can see, this is a monthly calendar which features a picture of a Blythe doll for each month, as well as the days printed out underneath. It is matte, so the pictures are easy to see and not too shiny, and you can also write on the days underneath quite easily. You might also notice that none of this year's dolls seems to be on here. They all seem to be from 2023 and 2022. So that's quite interesting. I do wonder if this year's dolls might pop up on next year's calendar. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now onto my cute little coats that I got. These are by Dear Darling. As I mentioned earlier, Dear Darling is the fashion brand that is stocked by Junie Moon. Junie Moon being the official distributor of Blythe. So you know that when you get something from Dear Darling, it's going to fit the stock Blythe body really well, which is something I appreciate because most of my girls are on stock Blythe bodies. So as for this little coat, as you can see, it fastens with snaps, not Velcro, which for me is great because Velcro gets stuck to woolly jumpers and all sorts. It is also fully lined with this really pretty sort of, again, quite festive fabric. Our model today is going to be Miss Goldie. She is currently wearing a Alice in Wonderland dress by Woolly Rockers. I'm going to put a little coat on to keep her toasty and warm today. As you can see, this coat has these lovely little cape detailing on it. It is not detachable, but I do think it looks very kind of Dickensian, sort of nostalgic and old-fashioned, which I think is quite lovely on Blythe. As you can see, it is a lovely fit on Miss Goldie. It's a lovely, very well made coat. It went on really easily. It didn't get snagged on her hands or anything at all. I love the little ribbon detailing on it and the fun little cape. and also the tiny little brass buttons. I think that's really darling. Next up we have the other little jacket, again by Dear Darling. These are just sort of attached to cardboard stock using a little cardboard coat hanger. So they're really easy to remove. Again, this one has little snaps, not Velcro, and it is a tealy, sort of bluey tealy coloured plaid. Again, it's fully lined inside, and there is even a very cute little label that says Dear Darling, which is helpful for someone like me who tends to forget where my Blythe clothes come from because I have so many. I also like the tiny little collar it's got, and cute little fluffy sleeves, and of course it is all fully lined and finished with nice edges. My model for this one is going to be Sea Sailor C, so she's just here in a little white dress and a hagstone necklace. She has a miniature hagstone, keeps you safe at sea. Again, the coat went on really easily. It didn't get snagged on her little hands at all, nothing like that. It also went on over the long sleeve dress as well. That is really difficult to do in doll clothes, so I'm quite impressed that it went on so easily. Here she is. I love this colour on her. My Sea Sailor C wears a lot of blue and teal, and this little coat just really suits her and looks so pretty on her, in my opinion. I particularly like this colour with her special eye chips. I just think that's such a pretty colour story together, and it really brings out that unusual shade of blue she has going on. Next, I'm going to open up my Licca-chan. Please excuse me moving again in this video. I am very quickly losing my light. So I've been moving around to find somewhere that actually has direct sun so I can show you the proper colours on these dolls. So please excuse my dresses drying in the background. As you can see, Licca-chan's box is very cute. It features Kirby and Waddle Dee and other pictures of Licca-chan. I don't read Japanese, so I have no idea what any of it says, but it looks pretty. Here she is, released from her box. She is so cute. I love her. I think Licca-chan has a very cute face anyway, but this one with the pink hair and the Kirby theming is just, she's so on brand for me. I love her. She has much less plastic protecting her than the average Blythe, so she's much easier to unbox. Just a little bit of plastic around her hair to keep her fringe down, which I think is nice. This outfit is absolutely doing it for me. It is so cute. She looks so fun. She has all these really lovely tiny details like plastic stars in her hair and on her earrings and on her hoodie. And of course you've got that lovely Kirby printed skirt and top. It's just such a nicely designed little doll. I feel like she really does reflect the feel of playing a Kirby game rather than just being Kirby branded. I also love this little hood. That is such a funny idea to have Kirby's like Kirby's eating her head. It's perfect. She also comes with these little hot pink boots, which look very cute with the colours of her stock, and they sort of match the colours of the Kirby branding there perfectly. Unfortunately, she doesn't come with any tights or socks, which is a shame. I would have liked to see that, but it isn't the end of the world. It's still a really cute stock outfit with such lovely attention to detail. I do really love these sort of little, how many ways they've incorporated little star charms into her outfit. I think that's really clever. It's such nice doll design. It's really lovely. The boots do go on really nice and easily because they've got this big slit up the back. And they do also fit Blythe, even the older Blythes like Goldie, who has slightly bigger feet because she is actually on a Licca body. Licca-chan also comes with this cute little purse, which is in the shape of Waddle Dee. It has a pearl handle and the words Nintendo HAL on the back. It doesn't open, but it is still a very cute accessory. Licca-chan's body is an unusual one. She has the basic 5 points of articulation at her hips, arms and head, but also her elbows and knees can be sort of bent, not in the kind of like click way or with joints. They're just sort of bendy and kind of like noodly. So she can be posed in a variety of ways, but it might not be the ways you're used to. And last but not least, let's unbox Lavendula Babe. This is such a pretty doll. As I mentioned earlier, I did really want this one, but she was just released way too late in the year for me to buy her for myself. Her release date was like the 29th of November, and that is just not a time of year when I normally buy dolls for myself. That is the time of year when I am saving for Christmas, buying gifts for family and friends, and the cost of travelling and all that really adds up. So I am very excited that my family chose to get this one for me. They know me well. They know my aesthetic. They know I want the dolls. As always, I like to stop and take a look at the box. Lavendula's it's got like a cityscape on it and with stars, but it's all like highly stylized and pastel colours, which is really pretty. Underneath the tabs, we have the cutout for the clover stands. I do like this idea, but I've only done it about twice and I ended up ripping it, so I haven't really done it again since. Here is Lavendula. And just look at that hair. Her hair colour is so unusual and so pretty. I love it so much. As per usual, she is very tightly taped in there with lots of layers of sellotape and twisty bits. So it will take me a little while to free her from the box. And when she is finally free, there's still quite a few little bits of plastic wrapped around her, so we've got to get rid of that as well. But honestly, straight out the box, the thing I was really impressed with is just how good her hair felt. It's a little bit squished up and it needs separating with fingers and maybe a bit of a brush. But it feels perfectly fine. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel very coarse. A little bit tangled, as to be expected straight out the box. But I don't think she's even going to need a hair spa. I think she's just going to need a bit of a brush and be good to go. So let's take stock of the stock. This little skirt, so cute, also fastens with a stud and not Velcro, which I really appreciate, especially because this little jumper underneath is wool and it will snag on Velcro. And it sort of wraps around. It does have, if you look closely here, it does have these lovely little pearl buttons. And then on the inside, it is properly finished and hemmed. Unfortunately, she does have the scrappy knickers inside that you know that I hate. So I will be putting those in the bin and replacing them with something nicer. The little top, again, has these cute little gold pearly buttons on it. And it does fasten in the back with Velcro, so I'm going to have to be quite careful with that because the top underneath is like knitted and it can snag a little, so we're going to have to be careful with that one. So this is two completely separate tops, two completely separate pieces, which I didn't expect. I think I expected them to be one piece. Which is really lovely because I've now got this very versatile little top that I can use to mix and match with other outfits as well. Again, this one does close in the back with Velcro, so I'm going to have to be very careful with it and make sure that it's stored carefully and make sure that it's not allowed to snag on any other pieces. Here she is, stripped down to her underwear. The only real down point of her stock so far is these awful knickers. So I will be replacing them ASAP. Here she is in just the top and skirt so you can see how it looks. As you can see, they're both quite loose fitting and look a bit loose on the body. They look a bit baggy. So they're clearly made to go over the white top. So I think I could still mix and match them. I just might need to put a different top on underneath and maybe some tights to bulk out her body a bit. But I do really appreciate having the option. Here is a quick close-up of her manicure. She has a pink manicure. I don't know why I find these tiny teeny manicures so darling, but I do. Here is a quick look at her eye chips. I'm sorry the light isn't great. They are all the normal colours, pink, green and blue, except for her front-facing blue chips that are of extra pale blue. They're her special chips. Now to take a little look at the rest of her stock, she comes with these white fishnet stockings, which I'm very happy about. You can never have too many white or flesh coloured stockings in my opinion. My dolls wear them all the time to protect from staining, and these were very easy to put on actually. Next up, one of my favourite pieces from this stock is these cute little furry leg warmers. They have a tiny little bow on the front and they are nice and fuzzy and very cozy looking. She also came with these little white boots. These go just below the knee. I'm sure I've got these same boots in a different colour, maybe a dark brown or a black. I feel like they may have come with my quintessential Junie. Either way, they are very versatile and easy to take on and off. I think they look cute with the leg warmers all by themselves, and they do also stay on really well. And lastly, we have got to take a look at this adorable little coat. This is such a lovely stock piece. I was really looking forward to opening this up and getting a close look at it, and I was not at all disappointed. It has a functioning zip. It is a full miniature functioning zipper that goes up and down, and it's metal. It is fully lined inside. It has functioning little teeny tiny pockets that you can put things in. The lovely little kind of vent at the back, very realistic, as well as sewn puff sleeves and of course a fuzzy hood. I got this on my doll really easily. It didn't snag on her hands, and she has her full stock outfit on now, including her knitted jumper, and the tiny little sleeves fully went over the knitted jumper really easily. Like all Blythes, she does come with a clover stand, and hers is in a lovely pale blue colour to match her stock and special chips. Overall, I've been really spoiled this Christmas. I'm so lucky to have a family that they really understand my interests and the things that make me happy. So thank you very much for watching. If you do celebrate any holidays, I hope you're having a lovely time and getting to see family and friends, and have a fantastic day.